Welcome to K-Dog's Model Car Doghouse. Today we're going to do this AMT 44 sedan delivery. This is old yellow plastic. The best I remember, it was yellow plastic. I first built it when I was in my teens. And I found it, I found it in a junk box, and it had glue running down the side of it. The back door was missing. In a junk box one day, and I said, "Well, I'm gonna build something out of this." That was probably, I'm gonna say I probably built this again probably in the early '80s. It's got hand lettering, pinstriping. I've done that all by hand back in the day. You can tell it was done in the '80s because the wheels. I think the wheels come out of MPC funny car. Chassis was just cut it out, open it up, put a piece of aluminum in there, wired it. Let's look at that wiring too. Just some kind of old elastic string I found. Put dual exhaust on it, lowered it down. The hood's got a flat head. Under the hood's got an old flat head in it. See? Wired it. Look at the wiring. It's got old elastic. Looks like some kind of old, I don't know what that is. It looks funny this day and time, knowing what we can do now. Blue headlights, pinstripe. I just trying to wonder how you gonna have a delivery and the back door welded shut. But I guess I was just saving the model, I reckon. I think that's what I was doing with it. Anyway, it did say dead end back here. I don't guess you could go no further. I think the paint looks like I think that was Model Masters Black Metallic. I think that's what that was. I think that's what I put on there. That was back in the day. One of the oldest cars I got, and I don't remember the builder's name, but it was he called me one day and said, somebody said, "You built models, I'm gonna bring you a box." Well, he bought me a box of old model stuff, and this was in it. It wasn't nothing in it really complete. This was about the most complete thing in it. Look how the paint is done. The paint is all cracked up. I want to restore it and put it back together. I found some period correct wheels and tires in the same box. The doors opened. They had a velour upholstery, seats, they had tools strapped down in the back, done like it was an old show car. I think this engine come out of 32 Ford. I think that's where that come from. I'm trying to get the chassis off here. It looks like it's got Auto World hinges. And all this is done with paper stock. Or balsa wood, paper stock and balsa wood. It looks like balsa wood in the middle. Paper stock. Well, if I hold it in the camera, you can see it, couldn't you? Instead of me looking at it, it looks like a balsa wood and paper stock in the bottom of that thing. Let's see how the paint is done. I'm afraid to throw it in a stripper. Well, I might just leave it alone. This tire keeps falling off here. It's got remember those brakes and the 3-in-1 kits? It's got those. You pull that plate out of there with exhaust and just run his wires back here. They disappeared. It's got sewing thread spark plug wires. Chassis I don't know what the chassis parts come out of. Let her spin back around there. But there's the dash. Had a Corvette dash. See, it's got a, I think that's out of an MPC car, Street Rod kit, ain't it? Headers hung out. Headers hung out. He put brake lines on it. The trunk was hinged. I found the trunk. I found the trunk lid. Y'all tell me, should I just put it back, glue it back together, set it up on the shelf? You ain't gonna find stuff like that anymore, that's for sure. And there was some extra upholstery I found in the box. The side pipes was in there. I found all the side pipes and everything. And this was in the box. It's an old 32 Ford. It ain't nothing special. It's just 32 Ford, but it's got that 60s paint look on it. And decals like from the 60s. I got that. I found the radiator. I found the hood. It looks just like something that come out of the 60s. Firewall. The firewall was in. There's the firewall. Got the interior bucket. I don't know what the wheels and tires was being, but I got to figure out what chassis to use under it. It's probably. Remember the transparent red that testers had? That's probably what the paint is. I found this in one of my boxes. Well, something is missing. Something is missing out of that top corner. If anybody's got an instruction sheet, I want to put this together and use it under this coupe. I think that'll work pretty good up underneath that, up under the bottom of that coupe. If I ever figure out what pieces are what. I mean, I see the cross member. I don't see no rear end. You know, I don't see no way to mount a rear end. There's a roll bar. And this may have been for one of the altered bodies. That's my model cars and coffee for this Sunday. See, I wiped this thing off a while ago. It was collecting dust. It's been with me a long time. I did have the first model contest I ever went to was Rose's department store. And I did it was a 40 Ford with black fenders and an orange body, and for some reason that thing disappeared. I had it up till, I don't know, probably 20 years ago. I had it up and it disappeared somewhere in a couple moves. But I think it broke apart and then just got, I don't know, got thrown away or something. But anyway, that's hand lettering by the old K-Dog. That's before he got injured. All right. Everybody have a good Sunday. And like I always say, model on.